Hello, how you doing? Welcome, one and all, to One Take Weirdo with Baby Tard. Hi. Okay, so let me tell you a story. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, thank you very much. For those of you who don't, well, yada. So last night, about 3 a.m. in the morning, I tweeted, it was probably about actually 3:30 in the morning. Who can tell me what I tweeted? I tweeted, remind me to tell you about the time that a ceiling fan smashed me in the back of the head going full speed at 3 a.m. in the morning. Let's start this story from the perspective of these young ladies. Will you guys explain what you experienced last night as you were trying to slumber?
Adults explain it better.
Baby Tard, do you want to say what happened? You guys suck at storytelling.
Yes, okay.
Okay, you ready now? Okay.
So,
Just don't say what I told you this morning. Just say what you experienced when you woke up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yep. Not the best storytellers in the world. Okay, so here's the story. We went to a George Strait concert last night. If you don't know who George Strait is, like, where have you been? He has more #1 hits than Elvis Presley. And now I'm thinking to myself, there's some of you saying, who's Elvis Presley? Really? Come on! Anyways, George Strait is a country artist. We call him the King, Gorgeous George. He's one of my brother's favorite country music artists. Actually, one of Colette and I's favorite songs that are like our songs that we had while we were dating is called Dallas. Cut a path across the blue sky. Anyway, so we went to the concert last night, right? We went with Casey and Kaylee. It was like a double date, me and Colette and Casey, my brother, and his wife. It is the first date that we've had without this little man. Cecily, bless her heart, came over and agreed to watch all 7 of our children.
She's amazing.
So Cecily had our 5 kids, plus Casey and Kaylee's 2 kids. Anyways, we go to the concert. What?
Technically, she didn't have hers.
Oh, well, Princess Tard was at a birthday party until like 9. With her boyfriend. That's a different story. Okay.
With her boyfriend.
Anyways, so we go to this concert at the Staples Center. It was a lot of fun. It went till probably like midnight. We got home at like 12:45. By the time we put Suntard in bed and we talked to Cecily for like an hour, just chatted, and she told us all the funny things the kids said throughout the night. Blah, blah, blah. Cecily leaves. Me and Colette are brushing our teeth, getting ready for bed. It's like maybe 2:30 in the morning, you know, it's late. Me and Colette are having some like, you know, we weren't making out or anything. We're just sitting there talking, and I think that I hear a noise, right? I'm like, and we're just sitting there talking. I said to Colette, your name's Colette. I said, did you hear that? And she's like, yeah, I heard that. I'm like, what is that? So I go downstairs to check on Suntard and Rocktard. They're snoring away in their beds like logs, sawing logs. Rocktard's in his bed, Suntard's in his bed snoring away. So then I come upstairs and I'm like, you know, I'm checking on all, there's a naked Rocktard in the background. Put some pants on! So I come upstairs and I look in the room, I open the door, and I look at Princess Tard's bed, and I don't see Princess Tard. And I'm like, what the heck, where's Princess Tard? So I look up here, and there is the sisterly duo of Princess Tard and Baby Tard sleeping on Baby Tard's bed.
but what was the noise?
I don't know, I think it was
birds
birds.
outside.
We heard birds outside. And I thought at first it was Suntard crying. I thought you had like a bad dream or something. So I come in here, I look up on the top bunk. I look up on the top bunk, and they don't have any covers on them. They're, like, shivering. And this fan... Let's turn it on. Here, hold on. I figured this out last night. Excuse me. This is... I'm scared getting up here. Let me just switch this.
Nope, it's down by the light.
Wait, where is it? Oh, right there. Okay.
Need help?
So this fan... There, I got it going. Is it on? Wait. This fan is going... No, that's not right. Full speed. Imagine a ceiling fan. So am I really dragging the story out? Really dragging the story out. So I get up on this ladder here. Let me show you, Colette. This fan is going. Ah! Okay. All right. One take Sunday takes a dive. Watch out. I stand up like this. I'm such a good dad.
Wait, it's black.
Oh, great.
It's still recording though. It says it's still
Weird.
recording.
Hold on. And we're back with Ezekiel licking himself. Okay.
Okay, let me.
You have it? Have the
Got
camera?
it.
Got it. Okay, so here I am. It's 3 in the morning. I come up here. I don't even realize this fan's going.
It's dark.
I get up here. It's dark. I'm like, oh, I'm such a good father. I get this blanket and I go like this motion to like throw it. As soon as I do that, whack! Right in the back of the
I'm over
freaking
here
head. And it like stunned me for a second. I was like dizzy and like my fingers went numb for a second. And I thought that one of these like shattered because I heard something like break and like hit the ground. And I was like out of it. I was like, where am I? And I was like, oh my heck, I just got hit in the back of the head with the fan. And I still have like a giant bump. Anyways, the fan, like, this is a weird thing that this fan, oh, I don't even want to touch it. It, like, untwisted from the main thing and was hanging just by the wires. The electrical wires that connect, like, the fan unit up into the electrical unit. It was just hanging by those wires. So it stops, and I'm, like, almost blacking out, standing on top of this ladder, and I'm like, Colette! And this fan is, like,
I was so
swinging.
tired.
I get out off the ladder. I, like, kind of come to. I go in. I'm like, honey, did you hear that? And she's like, asleep in the bed. And I'm like, still feeling like I'm going to pass out. Anyways, she's like, what? I'm like, I just got whacked in the back of the head by the ceiling fan.
Like, what were you doing?
And she's like, why? And I'm like, I was trying to put covers on the girls and it whacked me in the back of the head. And I felt like I was bleeding. Like I thought there was like blood trickling down my head. Anyways, so we came in here and we were trying to like fix it.
At this point.
It's dangling by the wires, and it's like, well, we can't just leave it because what if it falls on the girls and electrocutes them? And
We don't
so,
want that.
30 minutes later, where's our drill? Did you put it away?
Yeah.
We got a drill out. We have these screws. Basically, we had to like undo these screws right here, reconnect it, and it was like this giant fiasco. We're like holding it, like grunting and like, oh, you got it?
We needed to burn the calories though, let's just say that.
Well, we'll talk about that tomorrow's
And-
vlog. Princess Tard wakes up and says,
What the heck are you doing?
exactly. You didn't say, what the heck are you doing? You just go, what the heck? That's exactly word for word what she says. She looks at us. We're standing on this ladder in the middle of a room at 3:30 in the morning, and she's like just waking up, and she goes, what the heck? And we just start busting up laughing.
And we were like, what are we doing
I know.
right now?
And then, like, because you know how, like, you're trying to hold something over your head, but the stool isn't quite high enough, so you're standing on your tippy toes and you're holding it. I'm, like, dripping sweat. We're trying to get the screw in the side. I have a drill, and so she's holding it. I get the drill, like, zzz, and of course, the screw, what? It falls out, and it falls on the carpet. A silver screw on this thick shag carpet in this gigantic, disastrous mess called a bedroom.
It happened 3 times.
We dropped the screw 3 times.
time
Oh,
we
he's got
tried
some
to
clothes on. Good. Oh, that's, here, let me see that. This is actually what fell. When it hit my head, this, like, somehow came out of the fan and, like, was, like whipping around and, like, hit something over there. And that's why I thought, like, glass shattered. Because, like, this chain, like whacked the side of this or something, and I thought like that, you know, those
That's kind of cool.
things had, yeah, it was like spinning. It could have like shot somebody. Anyways, we finally got it put back together.
Finally, we ended up using a different screw that we found on the floor. I don't know where that screw came from, but it wasn't the same screw that fell. So,
We actually, yeah, do you want to tell them that story? You want to have a faith-building experience?
oh, well, yeah, we prayed about it.
Me and Colette said a prayer because we were really frustrated and we couldn't get the fan back up, and we're kind of like, it's 3:30 in the morning, delirious, frustrated, like we can't just let the fan hang.
We always tell the kids when they're frustrated and stuff like that happens to pray about it. And we're like, well, why don't we do that?
So
we did.
yeah, and then the girls, you remember us praying?
I said it before you guys prayed.
You did? You said a prayer for us?
I heard you guys praying.
So here's the crazy thing about the prayer. The screw that we were trying to get in, that we dropped 3 times, on the 3rd time we dropped it, we couldn't find it. We searched for about 15 minutes. Colette made the joke, say the joke that you made when we were like crawling around on our hands and knees.
I don't remember what I made.
Remember Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Oh, I was going, Nick, Amy. Yeah, because we were both like this on the floor.
We're both on our hands and
like,
knees,
searching.
like searching through Barbies and like carpet,
And I thought-
trying to find a screw. You ever drop a screw and we're like looking for it? And she's like, Nick, Amy. Anybody know that movie with Rick Moranis, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? So it's 3:30 in the morning. We're delirious and sweaty, and then I start laughing because she makes this funny, movie quote joke. And finally, we're like, let's say a prayer. We said a prayer. We couldn't find the screw. We found a different screw that was right here, some random screw, and I'm like, that's not going to work. It's too pointy. Well, it actually was just exactly what we needed. We screwed it in, and now it's all back together, and I have a giant lump on my head. That's the story of how I smashed myself in the back of the head with a ceiling fan at 3 in the morning. Thanks for listening.
And we're all better now, right?
And the room is still a disaster.
We're still tired.
So now we're home from church, and what are we going to do?
ETV.
No, we're going to clean the house.
No, we are gonna watch Hook.
No, we're cleaning the house.
They just made their
house.
own plan all of a sudden.
They know what it's
They
time
know
for.
what we're doing.
Suntard, what's it time for?
Cleaning up.
Kids, you can tell how excited they are. All right, everybody get to work. We need a major house cleaning session because it's a mess. All right, love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
What?
We normally don't like to clean the whole house on Sunday, but since they didn't do it
It's such a mess. It's such a
we
mess.
gotta get it done.
Just a good boy. Just a good boy. All right, love you guys.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow. Watch for ceiling fans.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad. I so wish I was filming it. We could have been a viral video. I'm sure like my long ducktail mullet hair was like whoop when it whacked me. What? They're coming over for dinner at 6. Okay, love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.